think. And on the magazine, you see the picture of Prabhupada. He put one side with Prabhupada, and the other side he put in the other way, and you have the Maha mantra on. Like this, he can give the magazine and make the people chanting the Maha mantra. This is his technique. Oh.
He's also in India right now.
He went after marathon. Yeah.
He went before the end. He went on Christmas.
Yeah, and yes, you mentioned earlier that Brahmanas should go in the streets only. And Yashomatinandana was quite, for me, impressive because he was going in the altar in the morning, doing the puja, then somehow doing his sadhana, and in the afternoon going for books, and coming back like you around 7, 8, I don't know. And he was doing like this every day during the marathon. There was no break. So very special to have this association in the temple.
Also, he was chanting the Nunati many times.
He's written about 8 books, by the way.
Wow. He wrote 8 books. He's actually many times during the night when I was getting up, I was saying him. He was not sleeping, but he was reading or writing something.
He does a lot of writing.
He's really, you have a lot of inspiration for writing yoga, and he also, when you give class, you have so much inspiration for sharing Krishna consciousness. You don't speak French.
He speaks some.
Little, yeah. So our famous Châtelet Hall.
That was a busy day.
Yeah, because Rastafari is there.
Drove them all away.
So you see Levatinandan with his accordion. French people like so much accordion, so Levatinandan is so much devoted that he learned accordion just to make dance the French people. And it works so nice. On the New Year's, okay, we'll come later for the New Year's, but it was very ecstatic. And Yashomatinandan chanting, you see, he don't have the technique of the magazine on this picture.
And the Rastafarian on the right.
Oh, Rastafarian book distribution. We have one picture of Rastafarian distributing books.
Wow!
Oh. Rastafarian, just to say, is fully engaged in the service in the temple. He is a temple commandant from morning to night, and even in night he is always doing service. And whatever little time he can, he tries to sleep. But
It's usually a bit busier, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a quiet moment you've got there. It's usually
somewhere.
yeah, usually Shantli is so
I didn't test it.
I don't know, I'll find this picture. There will be other pictures, don't worry, of Shantli. So some other picture on the left, Doina Mataji was speaking about her, our champion of last year. So she is distributing even with broken ankle. She was always enthusiastic for distributing, but Maharaja had to slow down a little bit, otherwise to slow down her a little bit, otherwise she would finish her ankle. And she could not resist. She was always here. She could not stay sitting on the chair.
She was on crutches the first week. She was going out with crutches and
yes. So it shows how she's enthusiastic for book distribution, and you see just how she's smiling and always so enthusiastic for distributing books. And in the middle we have our temple president Jiva Pran. Between his 2 times lunch break, I would say. Anytime he can, he distributes books for trying to show an example how we can be even a manager and distributing books, and to give us the spirit of book distribution. So it's very inspiring for all of us to serve Radha Parishizvala under his management and guidance. So thank you very much, Jivakan, for this. It's very amazing to have your association in the temple.
Because of your association, I don't have choice.
I'm not doing anything with you. There is no picture of me, I think. And on the right we have Patitapavan. And Patitapavan is also a very exemplary devotee because he had one son of how many months now? 10 months. 10 months. And he's also manager of Yoga Delik, but he was many times he was there to distribute books in Châtelet, so we have to glorify him. He's very inspiring all of us to do book distribution in any situation. And this is a big sacrifice for a father who just have a new son like this.
And they're both working full-time jobs.
So this shows how there is no limit of book distribution. The only limit is our desire. So if you have the desire, whatever you will find a situation to distribute books.
And I can say also, because you mentioned earlier, Maha, what is the expression in English that we use in the slides? Under snow?
Snowed under.
Snowed under, yeah. Sometimes with work, different responsibilities, you feel definitely snowed under.
Indeed.
And at this right moment, there are two choices. Either you give up, okay, I will not go, I will not do anything else, I have to do my duties and so on. But you can also try to go on books or on Harinam or whatever and see what happens. And each time, the more it was difficult on this sphere of life, the tastier was the book distribution. With the people you meet, with the books that are going, like you don't understand why, And immediately after you come back, you are fully enthusiastic and you can go back with a totally different mood. The world. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So I advise you all to try, just when it's very difficult, just try to go out and do something for pleasure Srila Prabhupada and it will trigger all the rest. And I was just mentioning also Patitapavan, not only is distributing, but he's also inspiring the devotees who are coming in Yoga Lyric. On Sundays, they try to go on Harinam, distribute books, and I see that they are going almost now every week or every 2 weeks. Everyone tries, that's very beautiful.
He told me last night when he was leaving, he said, I've got to get back because we have to go on book distribution this afternoon. He went back to Paris for one of the reasons he said. His wife was Charlotte, so they'll take the devotees out after the program and go over here to get our books.
Actually, last weekend I went with him and the crew to do a Harinam around Montmartre. And now many people know them actually and are so happy to see them. And I distribute one book to someone who was serving in a restaurant. And she took the books because she saw them every 2 or 3 weeks going in Harinam. And she say, I want the book now. So it shows how sometimes it can take time, but the effect is there. And also, at one point, Patitapavan was showing the books through a window in someone sitting in a restaurant. And this person looked not very enthusiastic for the books. And he waited a little bit, and the person showed the books, and on the books was written in English, ni Dieu ni maître.
No God, no master.
No God, no master was the title of books he was reading. But whatever, it's very nice to go and encourage also to distribute books with them. It's the same. And on this day, his wife came and Sevan came also. The small son was with them when we went for doing Harinam around Montmartre. So Harinam Sankirtan can start very young, 10 months. So one star of this year is Nalini Haripriya Mataji. She's not here, but she did so many books actually, and
She's never done it before.
she never did, and it was her first marathon, but she got the bill, how would you say?
The taste.
The test, or she got the test for book distribution, also by the mercy of Alini, who was going with her, and whoever going books with Alini cannot give up after. So now she's always so enthusiastic to go out, and she distributes even set of Srimad Bhagavatam, and she's really inspiring for all of us. And on the right we have Christopher, we see the crew of Alina, and Christopher really enthusiastic to distribute Bhagavad Gita also. This picture is so nice with Christopher, to see him enthusiastic like this.
Where is Christopher?
He's upstairs.
Here?
You want that I bring him?
You cannot go upstairs.
He's upstairs, not coming down.
Whatever, he was always here bringing us books, food, Prashadam, and so he did so many service under the sun. Under the sun? My English is not so good, okay? And he was very important devotee in this marathon because he helped us so much. I don't know what they are doing.
So much ecstasy after the arena, I can speak to animals.
Oh, now we have one of our main characters on this marathon, Ramadina. She's amazing. Years after years she's here, and she always cooks for us. She's enthusiastic for distributing. She is the winner of the Srimad Bhagavatam set, I think, this year.
No, she got picked as a post.
Oh. She wanted to do how many? 20?
She did. She was aiming at 20, but she didn't quite make it.
Oh.
But someone else picked her at the post.
So we will see soon the result at the end. And so she was distributing, and also we have to say that Ekanath was really enthusiastic to go with her, and it was a very good
He
crew.
was her chariot driver.
Yeah. And we know Arjuna will not fight without his chariot driver, so Ramalila also without his chariot driver, she could not do all this. So thank you to Ekanath to always driving her and doing book distribution with her. And maybe you can say the story about this.
I don't know if you are ready because it's quite an amazing story. So as you can see on the left, we went to some private expo, and we didn't add any tickets, and the price to go there was like about 200 euros, and we just went there like this, and somehow we get in by her Shakti. And the trolley was so heavy that she didn't want it to walk with the trolley, so she put the trolley somewhere. And then this guy, the security guy, he came and said, "But what are you doing? Like, you cannot do that." And then she started to distribute books to him. So this is just to start. And in the middle, as you can see, we have like so much boga. What happened is that there was only professional there, and it was an expo where they were selling their new product. And then, because they was not living in Paris, those professionals, they had to go back to their country or to their city. Then they could not take all their products with them. So they had to leave everything behind, and somehow we end up with like more than 1,000 euros of boga, because we was just paying at the end and we were taking everything, and so I was going back and forth with those two trolleys, and Ramalila, I was getting crazy at some point because she was just telling me like, just take everything, just go, come back, run. And because she could not walk so much, then she was preaching to people, and she even distributed one set of Srimad Bhagavatam that day to one professional, and this guy, he came with us in the car as well, and we dropped him at the gas station. So the whole story was like just Krishna's arrangement, and really, really amazing. There is many more stories, but I will need maybe 1 or 2 hours to tell you everything.
So this shows you the special Shakti of Ramalila. She is empowered for this type of distribution.
On 2 consecutive elections, the president of France, Macron, she personally went right in front of him and gave him the Bhagavad Gita with no, just out of nowhere. Next election, she went personally again in front of him with the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam and gave him that also. With no, With no, it wasn't like it was arranged. She just walked through the security barriers somehow. She was right in front of us, literally. Stop, take this book. Right in front of him.
That was for Emmanuel Macron, like a few years ago, but back in the 80s, she also distributed to the president François Mitterrand. She distributed Srimad Bhagavatam set to him. And she told me the whole story, and it was like a movie, Very inspiring. Thank you, Ramalila. Haribo.
Just to inspire us, she is cooking now.
She cooked yesterday also.
She cannot stop. She's addicted to the service.
Sometimes we had to go at specific time, she tell me, okay, at that time you will be ready, and we just leaving. And then at that time I was ready, and she was never ready, I have to do this sandwich again for the devotees, always thinking about the devotees and meditating, how she can please the book distributor actually. And that's how she ended up to distribute more, because she was giving the mercy, but she was getting as well more Shakti. So yeah, very inspired.
So we can all go to her and say thank you for this, all she helped us for this distribution. And on the right we see Shakrada Prabhu also. He is always enthusiastic for distributing books. We cannot understand anything that he says for just a little bit. So it's really mystical distribution. I don't know how he's distributing when he's speaking.
French or English, but you speak.
I don't know what language he's speaking, but he's speaking to the heart of people. And people just, the heart is melting when he speaks to them. I don't know.
Even his Hindi, Lochan said, people can't understand. He's speaking Hindi, that's his language. Even the Hindi-speaking people can't understand what he's saying.
So if you want to learn how to distribute books, you have to learn how to speak with him. You will see that book will go out after some time.
Just one
Sorry, with Freda, he was distributing a book to someone, and this guy, he came to me, he said, but what is this book, because I don't understand anything. And I said to him, I didn't understand what he told me, but somehow he gave him money and he had the book. And I told him, yeah, just read it, you will see, it's very nice. So if you want to distribute, don't say what is in the book.
He's been just doing books for about 30 years. He's a married man, he's retired now. He goes out whenever he can and distributes public books. He was the top book distributor up until 2017, because no one else was distributing books. So. And then in the first marathon we started in 2017, was that right? And that was Lochan arrived on 2017, his first experience, wasn't it, from the marathon? And that's another story. And he came second or third. We had a tremendous marathon. At the last minute in Champs-Élysées, literally the last minute, I won the marathon. none of us could speak French. Africa myself on the train and Charlie for him. And there was no one, I mean, there wasn't anyone else. We just did a grand total of about 50 Bhagavad-gitas or something. I won the marathon. Maybe 60 or 70, you know. 300 book points altogether. Tremendous score. I beat them by about 2 book points.
I really should do that in one day.
And even in the old days here in France, one day named the boy named Randy Jay, was national was over here as one of the top book distillers in France in the 70s and 80s. And there's one boy, Randy Jay, he did over 1,000 Maha books in one day. And thanks to that, now that's been broken, of course, only recently, 2 years ago, I think, by Maha. But he was a world holder, although others say other things, but actually he had the highest number of books in one day, French. We used to go to the big shops, you know, the superstores and the car parks and these stores. Hare Krishna.
So this is
That's the first week, isn't it?
first week. So this I put a little bit of score in the middle. This is for the first week. So we see Ali in first place with doing 2. So I should not give the data maybe.
No, just one.
So just to
I don't
show,
put the weekly. Don't put the weekly scores. It will break the crack. You'll crack the eyes. What a wow! Through the eyes.
Okay. So now we can hear a story of Nepalese tiger, like a Nepalese tiger. So she distributes to this man and she can give you the story.
Hare Krishna. Actually, I went home to Milan to visit my parents that day. It was just the beginning of the marathon. And it was evening. I tried to distribute in the train station. I find it quite hard there. Not many people are interested. Even if you find some people who get little interest, as soon as you tell them about you have to give some donation, they're like, no, I don't want them. And I tried for that day, maybe 2 hours, and nothing was going on. At the end, I was like, okay, I'll just end here and go. And then immediately, my eyes fell upon this man who was trying to secretly sell to youngsters something. And for a few minutes, I just kept looking what he's doing. And at some point, I understood what he was doing. And at some point, I feel like I should go to see him. But at the same time, I was hesitating. Maybe I shouldn't go. If he do something. But still somehow I managed to go and talk to him. And I showed him the book. And still he was talking with someone. And he stopped talking to that person. And he took the book and looked at it. And I just tried to explain what this book about and how it can change the life of a person if you just read it and apply. And he immediately looked with like such a full of emotion in his eyes, just like I was praying. I need help. I was praying to God to send me some help. Maybe this book is answered. I was like really surprised. I didn't at all expect to hear something from him. And at that point, I was like, Krishna is amazing. We shouldn't judge anyone just by what we see externally because he has his own plan and how he can connect anyone. So that is
So we should not judge at the outside. We should always try to show the books to anyone. We never know who will take the books, and we never see the heart of the person. So we should not judge. So the second week of the marathon. So this week was very special week actually, and before we start to organize this marathon, actually we spoke with the management of New Mayapur, and we decided that we will come for doing the festival, the 50th anniversary of the installation of Golanitai here in New Mayapur, and so we start a little bit earlier than the 1st of December because we was calculating number of days of marathon, and we went for this festival to recharge, to get inspiration for going in the street. Sometimes we need this inspiration, and it was a really nice festival here in New Mayapur. We came, and it was a real inspiration for us to go again in the street. And also Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati disappearance, so it's on the same day. So you see the deity so wonderfully dressed on the right, and was this day of the festival. With Revatinandan, we was on the altar to do the decoration. So from the street to the altar, we always try to sell shishigol and mitai. And serving together is always better.
Where do you get all those beautiful jasmine from? They don't grow here, do they?
From Kumar.
I was asking someone.
They will send us from here. Kumar Prabhu is bringing Boga.
Yeah, they ship them in. There's one devotee, one Indian gentleman there, a great supporter of the movement. He ships them in, not just for here, but Hungary, Radhadesh, Vrindavan. He brings, for all the festivals, he brings in boxes and boxes of jasmine, flown in overnight, to arrive the next morning either in Budapest, or here in Paris, or in Brussels, or in Florence, in Italy. For these festivals, he does it for all these major temples in Europe. Wonderful service. Boxes and boxes of fresh, fragrant jasmine from So this is one time when we do that.
Actually, when you dress the deities, these flowers are so nice to do bracelet. They smell so good. It's a really nice inspiration for the pujari to have these flowers for dressing the deities. It's amazing. So a few quotes of Srila Prabhupada, Srimad Bhagavatam, sorry. So I will not read the Sanskrit. Whenever few topics of the transcendental world are discussed, the member of the audience forget all kind of material anchoring, at least for the time being. Not only that, but they are no longer envious of one another, nor do they suffer from anxiety or fear. Naham tishtami vaikunte. So this is a verse who can encourage us to, there is always trouble in this world of relationship, of material anchoring, and when we discuss this topic of the Lord, all this go away. This is why this Sankirtan is so important, and like Jivapan was saying, you get relief of your anxiety, you get so much enthusiasm, so this is inspiring. I think this verse I heard was Vivekananda was speaking with Maharaj in the book room and saying this verse to Maharaj, and after Maharaj read on the newsletter. And after another verse, my dear Narada, actually I do not reside in my abode, Vaikuntha, nor do I reside within the earth of the yogi, but I reside in that place where my pure devotee chant my holy name and discuss my form, pastime, and qualities. So this is also really inspiring for practicing this Sankirtan. Is not by being a yogi that will become a pure devotee, and this is by discussing the pastime of the Lord. So every devotee should be trained to discuss and to speak about the Lord and his pastimes. So come back to Ramalila. Ramalila in action, preparing the special bombs who give us enthusiasm to distribute the books. So these sandwiches are really amazing and give us enthusiasm to go out. Just for this sandwich we go out sometimes.
The boys would come down to the town centre and ask, are there any sandwiches?
I distribute a few to some outlets also of this
How
sandwich.
many book points do you get for these sandwiches? These are Maha.
Yeah, this is incalculable.
It's Maha sandwiches. Oh, Maha. Maha big son of this.
So this is again glorification to Ramalila because she's doing this like
Every morning before going out.
yeah, like Ekanat was saying, she's cooking. She don't look at time. She don't look when I will go out. What am I ready or no? She's cooking, and when she finished to cook, she jump in the car. She go out and she still cooks. And when she come back, she start to cook again. So she's addicted to the service of Srila Prabhupada or the Parampara. So you see on the right, she is distributing books in the street. This I don't know what it is.
Prabhupada said, army marches but on its stomach. The army marches on its stomach. You have to have food in the stomach.
At some point, her body was paining so much that she was telling me in the car, like, how I'm gonna do, like, how I'm gonna finish the marathon. But somehow, every day she was still going out and doing many things. So, yes, she was working on the spiritual energy, definitely.
One thing I can say also, she was engaging different devotees. We talked about Ekanat being her personal chariot driver. And also in the kitchen, she was engaging different devotees. Bhakti Anna came to help, for instance, to cook, to clean. Because not only she cooks, but she makes the environment as clean as possible, and she trained devotees to follow Prabhupada's instructions in the kitchen. And you can see, for instance, with Ekanat, the beginning of the marathon was a bit difficult for him, but by the association of Ramayana, he became fired up and now he cannot stop. So definitely we are very fortunate to have association of disciples of Srila Prabhupada in this marathon. Thank you for making it possible.
So they are the living example of the verse that we read before, always keeping enthusiastic to discuss the pastime of the Lord. By this you can stay year after year, and they give us faith that it's possible. So yeah, we have to thank you so much, all the disciples of Prabhupada, to show us this example. So speaking about the example, we come back to the real example. So Maharaj shows the example also. He went for a week, a few days just for the celebration of the 50th anniversary of sannyas of Lokanath Swami. He went to Vrindavan, and he didn't just sit on a chair in Vrindavan. What he did, he distributed hundreds of books to the Indian, and he came full of enthusiasm after this travel to India. And I remember I was here for the festival of the installation of Golanitai, and he was explaining me how they did in India to distribute so many books. And actually he said they didn't go out of the temple. They just stay in the temple and sell to the Indian the books, and the Indian will go to distribute after this.
No, this is an airport. But in India, I took a lot of books from here, in Essence, because they don't have it in India. I took a suitcase of this in Essence book. And I went to the festival, so the festival was not in the temple, it was in a hall. And I set up the book table, I stayed on the book table whenever I wasn't on the stage. And just people just coming and buying the books. I bought a lot of small Bhagavad Gitas, this white one, which you may not have seen. They're in Scotland, I got them from Scotland. And they all were sold really quick. And then this Essence went in an hour or two all gone. And then I bought about 300 copies of, there's a book called Animals in Christian Consciousness, and they all went too. So in this way about 400 books were distributed in the book table. And it was devotees, but then not only that, but we managed to buy a lot of Indian books from the BBT, so Hindi books. We would go, myself and usually alone, sometimes in the old journey, we just walk from the temple to the hall site, doing Harinam and distributing books on the way and taking donations on the way on the street. So it was a mixture of different things. But we collected about 100,000 rupees for distributing books. Yeah. so yeah. Hindi books, all kinds of languages, because people come from all in India. Tamil, everything. So. But mainly it was animal books and
So what impressed me so much in John Goswami when he's never lose any time. He's not sitting in the plane and just waiting. No, he never lose any time. He always think how I can distribute books. And you see on this picture, it's an example. He distributing books to the cabin crew of the plane he took, and he started to distribute books to them. So this is the one quality of pure devotee described by Rupa Goswami in Nectar of Devotion actually, is to never lose time. Never sit and start to, oh, what are we doing? No, always trying to serve. This is amazing character of Janda Goswami and inspires us to try to develop this, and we try to follow in the footsteps, like he followed in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, who never lose any time for being lazy or whatever, any nonsense. And here on the picture on the left, we see Harini following in his footsteps and trying to distribute books also in the airport. So this is how he shows the example, and we try to follow. This is how the Sankirtan is going on now in France. So we should never forget that by the mercy of Prabhupada and Jana Goswami today we can do this service. It's by their inspiration, their character, and their dedication. So thank you so much to them.
Actually, when you travel on airplanes, it's an amazing opportunity to distribute a lot of books. The airports are definitely the best place for book distribution, if you can do it. Especially, even if you're Indian, there's hundreds and thousands of people flying to India every day. They're almost all candidates for books, white one or Indian. So many people you meet in the plane, the person sat next to you, never know who it is. But it's a great opportunity to distribute books. I think we should about 50 books on the journey between there and here. Something like that. So many people are interested. Some people give good donations. It's a very untapped traveling. Even anyway, book explaining all forms of transport. You'd be surprised at the best form for distributing books.
It looks so simple when you are speaking, but when I left Vrindavan, you said me, take books in your bag. You should distribute books, but whenever I'm not in consciousness, I'm not in this consciousness, I cannot do anything. So just your example is amazing, but I don't have this consciousness.
Normally I don't, but because it was a marathon, I got it.
No, you always do it. It's always a marathon for you, Maharaj, I know it. And after in the middle, we see at the beginning of the marathon, we received this new printing edition of Science and Conscience, Perfection of Yoga. The other was some already printed, but we had a new shipping of these books, and he gave us a lot of enthusiasm to distribute books. And you will see as a result that this year the distribution of small books was higher than the other year. And this is also by the effort of Janda Goswami, who organized all he's contacting and doing all this work of soliciting the ability, try to encourage the printing of books, and so we should always remember this also. And on the right we have this is by coming back from Harinam Sankirtan, we see all the devotees so enthusiastic in the stairs, and it's really nice to see picture where we are all together. You see Rohinandan, we see Yadurani, Premamo is here also, always smiling, always enthusiastic for serving. So a few more pictures on the left. Rasa Palena. I said I only one picture, but the second picture. Oh, Rasa Palena distributing books to Indian for sure. But he's there in the street distributing books. I think this is also in Jussieu, in the university. And in the media. In the middle, we see a picture with Premamoy Nashmatinandan. So Premamoy, by his sweet Bengali tune, he always gives enthusiasm to all the person in the street to dance, and you see how it can transform a person. This picture I find really funny. And on the right, we see Revatinandan also. Between the Alinam, he was never missing one opportunity for distributing books. And I remember one day he said, I was missing so much this book distribution, doing service in the temple, but the real enthusiasm comes when we go out for books. So if you lose some enthusiasm in serving in the temple, please come sometimes and do some book distribution. It will go again with enthusiasm.
But you always have to come back to the temple.
Yeah, no problem. I just say, come on. Sorry, I forgot to come back. So now we have the devotee from Lyon who distributes books. And
Is that the story on the left from there?
he didn't know, but it's a devotee life after life. This life is just like this, but it's just for sometimes. So I would like to ask Eric or Louis to say the story about this picture.
I'm not used to speak to everybody, but of course, yes. I would like first to thank you, everybody. It's not related to these two pictures. Maybe at the end I will explain to you. First, I would like to thank very much to Ekana Prabhu for the meeting. He gave me the conclusion to Bhagavad Gita. I asked him when I met him, I couldn't read this book, but can you tell me the conclusion? Is Jonah engaged? He said yes, so I was very happy. I understood that we have to do something in our life. And after I met Hasananda Prabhu, he gave me the opportunity to have Shmagavatam. And I asked him, Shmagavatam will answer all my questions about the Bibles and the Zen meditation. And I want to know about that. 3 years later, I conclude that yes, thanks to Hasananda Prabhu. And after I met Dayanitai Prabhu, and he showed me compassion to everybody. And I wanted to come back to Lyon to organize program. And so I just follow him, and he showed me the way to organize program. And later I meet Ratinanda Prabhu, and he just hugged me, and then I distribute 6 books. So I come to a conclusion that it's not about me. And between, I met Arisana for book distribution, and I asked him, we are supposed to go, it's Mataji, Arina Mataji, who asked me to come, and we would train for book distributions. And we met up Arisana. So we're supposed to go to the shop, and when we arrived at the shop, Arisana told me, no, not you. Me, I'm going alone with Mataji, and you go by this way. So it was raining, start to rain, and I conclude, yes, maybe it's that way. We have to follow. And I met Louis, and Louis gave me 50 euros for one Bhagavad Gita. So I conclude that I stand aside, give me the mercy. I said, yes, that's the way we have to distribute the books. So it's quite amazing. Each time when the devotee came, they came with the mind of their guru, and I can see all the gurus and to hear the mercy, and that's it. So later on, I wanted to. It's égal à trois mots. So left me last year. It's we got box of Bhagavad Gita. I said, oh yes. Well, I just follow, the guru and Shiksha or Diksha Guru, and I know that in their heart they show the profound meaning of goodness. I think it's Sudha Sattva, something like that. Yeah. And I profoundly believe in that if we want to struggle or fight or relieve the suffering of people, it's thanks to the Sudha Sattva, and we can get it through the books of Srila Prabhupada. And it's best medicine, is what I understood. So when I go outside, I just think of how I can make this world better. And I meet very young people, like those three guys, and they're very nice. And they believe that, and when they listen, they say, yeah, it's very good contents. Where did you get that? And so on, they are very interested. And next week, they will be attending the monthly program, and will come and meet us, because they are very interested. The two guys, they said, yeah, it's very profound, and then they come to a conclusion.
What are they wearing? Are they wearing dhotis?
Almost. Maybe for the next step. But they said that they told me that the most important is the master. They realize they said that master is the most important. And so we are very accurate, and we are very demanding in terms of a process and information. So the other gentleman, he didn't believe me. He told me that, okay, I will take the book, but I will check, and tell me. He asked me many questions. That after I just answered to him that if the practice show you love is the most important. It's the conclusion of the scriptures. So he couldn't answer, so he said, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's just about love and how we spread love. And that's the best thing we can do. Thank you for all.
Thank you to Eric and Louis. Just to say a few words. So they received books from Ekanath and Rasananda, Eric, and by themselves they read, and now they are so enthusiastic to distribute books, even if they don't have real association with devotee in Lyon. So it's amazing to see you, and we are so happy to see you distributing books, and thank you for doing this effort. Prabhupada is probably really happy with your effort.
Let's not forget about your son Matisse. You haven't said a word, but he also goes out and is really enthusiastic about distributing books. He's 6 years old, and you'll see him running around as well. And it's wonderful that now he's taking up to this life. He's really enthusiastic about coming to the festivals. Actually, yesterday he said that, yeah, I told my dad.
Every festival, they should come back to New Mayapur.
Need a mic.
I changed it a little bit. Yeah, I changed it a little bit when I went to Portugal. A little transformation. Yeah, so Nita, Karen, and I actually tried to do some book distribution for the marathon in Portugal. And obviously, I would like to say that this is because of the mercy of Jananda Goswami Maharaj, that we could do anything, even if we were not here, without the devotees. So we had the amazing association of Nityananda Prabhu as well, a senior devotee who spent most of the marathon with us, and he was the glue to our group and encouraged us to go out every day. So this particular person, I think her name is Noemi, I think we chose that picture because she's from France, Lille. So because it's connected to here that, Sankirtan goes on everywhere. She was not really interested in spirituality at first. She didn't know anything about spirituality. She was pretty much an atheist. But that day, I was just roaming around trying to find sincere people. My whole mood was to find like beautiful souls and people who will be, hopefully will take interest in Bhagavad Gita. So as she's French, she was very vibrant, brilliant, and talkative. But she was nice because I think she was outside of France, so made it easier. She said actually that because she was away from her parents, from the customs of her, where she lives and everything, she was a little bit freer to make decisions and to explore her personality and her identity. So she enthusiastically took Bhagavad Gita, got interested in knowing about the devotees and the programs. And that's because she also heard about the Buddha on the podcast. So it connected directly to Srimad Bhagavatam and the life of Buddha somehow. So that's how she got a book. So when she come back to France, hopefully if there's a center in Lille or I don't know. No? But maybe there will be one day.
Thank you. Thank you, Rasananda. So Rasananda and Tasharan, they was not distributing in France, but every day when we announced the score of the deities, they was there. I did not with us, but Radha Parishitvar is everywhere, so we heard about all your distribution. Thank you. So we will try just to go a little bit quicker, but it was supposed to be the drama at 11:30. So drama is always on, but we have another type of drama coming after. So we will go a little bit quicker. Because he's so enthusiastic to speak about Sankirtan, we forget about time like we saw in the verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. So now we try to come back on Earth a little bit. So this I jump. So the third week of December book marathon was the week of Christmas actually. So Christmas is a big day for the party in France, we can say, but sometimes they forget a little bit about what is the meaning of Christmas. So devotees go out and try to distribute books. So this is also a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, it's from Srimad Bhagavatam or Padma Purana, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, we will pass because it's too long as always. So, from Bhagavatam. So we have here on the left, so this is Harinam Sankirtan party, and this is in Osman Galerie Lafayette, and we see all the devotees, and also on the right, dancing party of Mataji, Basumati, and Chandramukhi also is there, yes. Yeah, Anastasia, they are dancing, and this is very good to attract French people. They like to see a dancing girl. So it's helped us to distribute books, thank you.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
Because on the monthly Sankirtan festival we did at the beginning, we was dancing with Imansu and Vijay. That was really enthusiastic dancing, and it attract people, but also the police. But Mataji, when they dance, attack people, but not police. If police come, they are happy by seeing Mataji. And on the right, we see Janda Goswami, so enthusiastic for distributing the books. This is also in the Jussieu University at Sorbonne, and giving us this enthusiasm.
That day we just had science books, more or less, and Bhagavad Gita. It was the last day of the session, university, last day of work. We just did a lot of scientific books, and life comes from there. There's one really nice young guy.
So this is a few picture of this day actually.
The one on the right may not be, but the one on the left.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, the one on the right is not. The one on the left was the last day. Many young people, they were on the last day, but they were really interested. They saw the books on Life Comes from Life, Science and Conscious, and I had a lot of old books that actually suit them with their lives as well, science and stuff.
Yeah, these books, Science et Conscience, the picture is really attractive, and this is also a big effort from Jivananda and Patita Pavan to find the best attractive picture for the front page. And we see Maharaj distributing Srimad of Bhagavatam in the temple to the Indian family. And now we have Rasikananda and Mahadevi Mataji, who was helping Maharaj for the puja every morning, doing many service, cooking for Maharaj and cleaning clothes, so many activity service that we don't see, but they was here for serving Maharaj, and this gave us the opportunity to have Maharaj to encourage us for book distribution. But even with all this service, most of the days they tried also to go out, and it was so nice to have them distributing books with us. So this is one picture. And now we have also Food for Life distribution. And we have Jyoti Prabhu, he's not here, but he's here. Oh! So Jyoti Prabhu always, year after year, trying to distribute books whenever it's possible. So they come, now it's like, I think 5 years there is this Food for Life. And it's going on with Fanny Bhushan, Jyoti, they are here and doing this every week.
Vijay Garanga also.
And Vijay Garanga did his first books, I think.
He just sold 2 books to Jyoti, and Jyoti sold 1.
So this is a really good technique to increase the book distribution. You sell to one devotee, the devotee sell to another, and you have a lot of BBT points.
Well, Kundaman was going to sell me 2 books later on.
And you give him back the 20 euros? No, he's joking. I know. And we have also Devarshi Prabhu distributing this Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is
in French.
In French, yeah, in this French colony, Chandernagor. I don't know what it is. Chandernagor. Oh wow.
It's a French culture, French territory in the past in Bengal. Initially, Chandernagor.
And they still speak French there, some people.
So it's so inspiration for us to see older devotees like Devarshi Prabhu distributing books. It gives us enthusiasm to continue. So some picture also of distribution in Lyon. So there was always trying to distribute books. And there's a beautiful picture.
What book is that on the right?
Ah, Louis, want to explain? Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. For me, book distribution is a revelation because I didn't expect it to be so powerful and so yeah. So just one more that I want to thank you, Eric, because without him I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today without Eric. And
Sorry, but me would like to thank you very much, Maha.
and yeah, it's for me it's such a wonderful discovery this past year. It has been very intense with the guitar. So
the story. The story of the cigarette.
So I didn't meet those three people. I met other people, but I know the places. So.
It's a little bit too long. Sorry. If you want to know about the story, you are invited to Communion.
Oh, and Paul is a pack of cigarettes, is that right? Okay.
For the cigarettes, he said
He did get them off
he
of
wants to choose.
Louis.
He wants to choose. He said I have two ways. One, I'm dying to know about the other way of not smoking cigarette. I have to choose between Bhagavad Gita or keep on for grand sense certifications. So it's between, and next week he will come to get the right, to be in the right path.
Just to add something, it's Matisse who made him change the choice between cigarette and the books. So this is the power and the purity of children in distributing books. So now the last week of the book distribution, the December marathon, and our question was how we can reach our quota, because at the beginning we said that we will distribute for the campaign to give 8,000, I think this is what 8,000 Bhagavad Gita, and we was quite short to distribute this 8,000 Bhagavad Gita. So it was a stress for the last week of the book marathon. So I will, okay, this is too long. So we had a few pictures. This picture is from Ramalila. Maybe Kadat should know better. You can share.
So as you can see in the middle, she's Sister Jayanti, and she's a part of, like, she's the president of one of the institution of the Brahma Kumaris, and she went to give like a meditation class, so to say, in this big palace, Port d'Italie. And Ramalila, she got this information somehow, and then she told me, okay, we will go there, and we will distribute books. And I was like, yeah, let's see. And then she was like, okay, we will go inside. So we tried to go inside, and it didn't work. They didn't let us go inside. But then she said, like, but wait a minute, there is only one door, so they will all come out by this door. So we waited at the door, and we distributed in less than 2 hours 150 Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, it was so ecstatic. Like basically, people were asking, "Is it part of the meditation program? Like, are you with them?" They was asking, and we were, like, yeah. It's we are together. We are together. And at the end, she kindly came out and she gave permission to have a picture together. And they was like, "Oh, Hare Krishna!" Actually, they was so happy that we were here. So it was Krishna's arrangement somehow. We are from different sampradaya, but still the aim is the same, is to give Krishna. And that was a beautiful picture at the end. And yeah, so ecstatic again.
Himanshu is there as well.
Yeah, Himanshu Doina, they came, and Chakrada as well. Chakrada, we didn't know, like, we didn't invited him, and he appeared from nowhere. And, yeah, he's on the left, you can see it. And he saw us from far, and he's like, "Oh, you are here," and he was so happy. Yeah, Chakrada.
So a few more photos of our manager distributing books. We take a long time on this picture, so so just to show us again and again this inspiration from Jivaplan and Patistapavan. It's very inspiring and to see them distributing books.
I just want to take the opportunity to thank my dear wife, Basmati Manjali, for allowing me to go on books whenever there is spare time, because it's such a sacrifice for her also sometimes to have its responsibilities in the temple and to try at the same time to fit the book distribution. So yeah, I feel all the attempts I could make are really thanks to her, because she's definitely an inspiration to go out, and she's helping also practically by cooking, taking care of home. So yeah, thank you very much for allowing me.
She's very shy, she's hiding. She is hiding behind the curtain for dressing the deities, or behind the pillar. And now one picture from Reunion Island. Dayanidhi in Reunion Island, actually he did a lot of Srimad Bhagavatam sets, and it's really amazing. He was distributing, so in Reunion these books, and many days we had his car with the set of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have to remember and glorify him.
Very special technique, because 3 days he did 3 Bhagavatams a day.
Yeah, this we have to call him. How he did 3 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam in one day. I don't know. I just know that in Reunion there is a beautiful market, and there is a lot of Indian in this market. I don't know if they are more open than in France, the Indian there. But, of course, they do kirtan program in the market, and this how they distribute
They have
books.
festivals at the Hindu temples.
Yeah, there is also on Deepavali, but this is not during the marathon. This is where I joined Kazili, this Deepavali, and where I got my first japa. So it's inspiration for me to see them distributing books. And on the on the right, we see Louis distributing books. Alivo! This is amazing, Louis. This is not long ago the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, but he is really enthusiastic for distributing books. So it gives us also a lot of enthusiasm to see. Okay, so I don't know who is on the left. I will not speak about him. In the middle is Chitralila Mataji. So Shantatma and Chitralila, now they are in New York, but they came the last week, and Chitralila was really, really enthusiastic for distributing books, and she did a really good score actually. And she was distributing so many books in Châtelaine. She did also, she went with Alini in the metro station, and she did also a lot of books there. And yeah, it's very inspiring to see them. And Chantatma, we have to mention his name also because he did enormous service for accountability and tidying the book room, many service that
Bringing the books to the city.
bringing the book, bringing Prashadam, all this he was always here for helping us to do this.
He was there the whole month.
Yeah. Last year was Ashuta Keshava, but this year was Shantatma who did this service. Know that the place is always here if you want to come back to do this service. He said me maybe next year because he graduates, so he said maybe next year. So we want to have your station again. So now we come to the scores, and this is the yearbook scores from 2016 to 2025. So now I put the whole picture, but this is a full year. The first picture was just a marathon. And, actually, all is based on points on this chart. Yeah. So we see this 2022 was a big book point year, we can say, because of the Arabic books. And Bhagavatam also, the edition of the Bhagavatam came out, and this is how the French one edition was printing in this year, and we distribute many to a devotee who took the Srimad Bhagavatam. So this year we are a little bit lower than the year before, so because we distribute less of this Arabic and Srimad Bhagavatam. So we need, if we want to go again up to the previous year, we have to put some effort on Arabic and Srimad Bhagavatam.
No. Do more Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. A new edition of Bhagavad Gita will be coming out shortly in French. Sort of hardback, bigger size. So we hope to sure that we hope it'll be ready this spring. Hope that also gives us some food. You can see it going down almost exactly 4 years. You have to turn it around again. Yeah. Going down, but turn reverse.
This is a comparison on just marathon, actually, by size of books. So you see that this year we did, so green is this year, 2025, and blue is 2024. So it's basically same, little bit lower. And last year we did 8,998, and this year 8,590 Maha big books. So it's very close. And we have a little bit more of big books this year. Medium is also the same. We have more of small books. This is also, I think, because of this printing of this new printing. Devotee was very enthusiastic to show these small books.
Samalila Mataji!
Yay!
Please, we have some.
She comes just for the gift.
There we get some devotees.
So Ramalila, we see with how we call it, the apron on. Maybe one day she will go out with the apron on the street. She don't want to hear any glorification of her. So yeah, so just to show you, and about the Arabic books, you see the big difference. This is the big difference comes mainly from that. Because set of Srimad Bhagavatam is even more this year than last year. 58 this year and 34 last year. And this is the difference. So last year we did 1,836 Arabic books, but this year we did only 563 Arabic books. So this big difference. So I think we are coming to the final result. Do you want to?
Finals?
The final score. Final score. So final scores are there. So Maraj, I want to let you now do it.
Who is first?
Surprise, surprise!
No, you've broken the ice. Go to the bottom. You don't start at the bottom of
It's
the
just a
table.
picture, Maraj.
Huh?
That's why. It's just a picture.
I did not manage.
You didn't do it, then? Okay, leave that one for now then. Leave that, don't put it on. Do not show it. Well, Diane, I thought was so beautifully and enthusiastically. You didn't have any pictures of Ristanasana through, I didn't see any. There was one. I think I saw one somewhere. Yeah, I think it was on one of the newsletters. Somewhere we missed it, sorry about that.
Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, Father.
But just mention a few to us, there's so many to mention. We had one thing which did increase this year over last year's, this is the highest so far, participants in the marathon. Not including those who help behind the scenes, we can't measure the number, of course, but those who actually reported or were reported as distributing books. And we included, as we heard at the beginning, Emil Prabhu, and there were others too, by the way, it wasn't just Emil, were giving some sponsorship money. Most of the money that was given for sponsorship was used for sending out books. They weren't all to yoga studios. Some went to prisons, some went to some institutes, other than yoga groups. But they went in different directions. I think Diane already mentioned some sponsorship was there to help cover the cost on the today. But primarily they've all been distributed. All the money that was given for sponsorship have all been used to distribute whatever it was. So we also gave a little credit in just for the sake of it. Those who sponsored for the book distribution, we gave them a little. We put their name on it with 1 book or 5 books or 10 books, just a little bit like that. And Emil, some of his book, most of his books forward because of making all these arrangements. The rest we put it under what's called Shastra Dan, or sponsored books. Mostly it was under that. So it wasn't credited to any one person, so to say. But we just mentioned a few persons. We've already heard about Shantapa Guru, so I won't mention who worked. I mean, he worked very hard, morning to night practically, on various aspects, including sending out all these sponsored books. That was quite a big task for most of them. Actually, our youngest distributor this year, I had a picture, it's not with me anymore. Just a baby distributing books, a little kid in a cot, distributing books to somebody. I don't know who it was, I've forgotten. Anyone remember?
Was it the program?
I don't know where it was.
The Bengali program?
No, anyway, whoever it was, it was. Anyway, but other than that, our normal, it's 3 or 4 years in a row now, our youngest book is recorded. Although last time, I think, this was our Sangita. Where's Sangita?
She's upstairs.
You here?
She's upstairs.
She's upstairs. So Sangita, every year, she loves to distribute books. Is that right, Pandavi?
Yes, Marge.
She loves distributing books. What did you say? She was insisting on it or something?
No, she's insisting to go on Harinam student books every year.
Insisting on going on, but she loves to distribute books. So she's like 4 years old now, I don't know.
Yes, Marge.
So every year she likes to distribute books. So she was the youngest that we have recorded, and I know there was one little child, someone was giving a book. And there's many. We had 184 devotees on the list this year, which is 20 more than last year. One improvement. Oh. But more, the whole mood of Vaisheshika, where World Minister of Book Distribution is a little by a lot, rather than a lot by a little. It's like, say, for instance, you have 10 devotees who distribute 100 books each, you've got 1,000 books now. Is it? Yeah. One of those devotees drops out, you've only got 900. If you have 10,000 devotees distributing one book, you've also got, well, no, 1,000 devotees instead. 1,000 devotees distributing one book. 1,000 books, one drops out, you've got 999. You see, it's a much more broader and also uniting process. Every single devotee can be together. It doesn't matter one book. It's like we have on our left side here, Mukundamana Book Group. He and his wife are living in the south of France, but they do catering, market catering, so they also take books out and distribute books to the market. We made an extra effort during the marathon this year about how many Bhagavad Gita? 60, wasn't it? 58 Bhagavad Gitas in the market. So, like that, if everyone does that, don't be afraid even if you're in a holy body or whatever it is. No, it's not a necessary barrier. Man, woman, you never know who you meet at the dentist, and the doctors, on the train, in the office, in the street, wherever you are, in your home. There's always a chance you may not be able to sell the book, but have books. If we don't have books, it's difficult to distribute books. It's like Diana Seiko was saying earlier on, you mentioned the desire. Well, that's the main thing. The main thing is desire. It's the most thing. I remember about 5 years ago when the Bhagavatam first, 4 years ago, when it was printed in French, we actually sold 220 sets of Bhagavatams before we got them. They were not available. But we used that money to help print them. We had to raise the money to print them. So we actually sold them way in advance to help to print the books. So it's amazing. You can, if the will is there, you can do it. And Vaisheshika Prabhu, he put this question out to the forum, worldwide forum. Answer this. Can you distribute books if you don't have any? Can you distribute books if you don't show anyone the books, even if you have them? They don't generally jump out of your pocket into the person's hands, or out of your book bags, or out of your cupboard. So usually you say no. Can you distribute books if you don't want to? He said only that one. The other two you can. The other two you can. You can distribute books even if you don't have them. If you have to do that. Somehow. But that one you can. If the will's not there, you can. Even if you've got the books, you won't distribute. The most important thing is desire. There's nothing to do with, oh, I'm a Bengali, or I'm this, I'm that. It's a desire. Desire to please God. Realizing how important the message which the Prophet has given the world in these books is so important. It's the most important thing on the planet. Nothing else. And in fact, not just on the planet. They said that like Srimad Bhagavatam, the value of one Srimad Bhagavatam is more valuable than all the other Vedic literatures put together. So valuable. This is the most important thing. You could say, if we want to see the world improve, people always talk about this, but they have no idea how to do it. This is basically Srimad Bhagavatam. All the other literatures which are basically the same subject matter are the solution to all problems. We have a solution to our own problems, the problems of the world, and to actually association, the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the Bhagavad Gita is the same. Bhagavad Gita is basically an introduction or entry into the Bhagavatam. They're all connected. So it's so valuable, this importance of sharing. And every single devotee understands a little bit about Prabhupada's heart. Will be able to see that clearly. Prabhupada didn't spend those countless nights, as we heard this morning, up all night long, translating it just for the sake of it. He wanted to be part of it, Lord Chaitanya's mission to save the universe, to save all the universe, to deliver us all to Krishna consciousness. That's what Prabhupada. Of course, the Guru told him to do it, but aside from on his heart, how to present this for the welfare of mankind. So if we have any gratitude for Prabhupada, we can at least try it, at least we can try to develop that will to be a part of passing on that message which Prabhupada has given you. Let's just leave it a footnote, side note there. But to see that 180 devotees were so small here in France, you in one sense you could say, but it's wonderful to see so many devotees participating. From England, I don't know if she's I think she left, I'm not sure. Is Arundhati still here? Or is she here? She's here? Arundhati? Are you there? Arundhati came over for a day or two. She was, although she speaks no French, and English she speaks, of course, but you know, France, Paris is very difficult unless you're quite confident on the street. You can't just stand there expecting people to walk up to you. Please, can I have one of your books? Please. No, you can't. Oh, please give me a book, please. How much do you want? Oh, it's all right. I can't take it for nothing. I'm going to give you some money. Just give what you can. No, is 100 euros enough? You don't meet many people like that. Extremely rare, isn't it? It's not very often. There are very rare occasions, but to be honest, I just can't wrap my brain, but there was one person I met like this. They come up asking for the book, and they said, you know, it's 50 euros. They were feeling embarrassed giving 50 euros. But that's extremely rare. Extremely rare. So she was going out often. She tried to distribute books as much as she could, which was wonderful. To see, she came over for a day or two. We've already mentioned to us like Louis and Eric and others. Montekini are all these French devotees. She also took books and to Montpellier and distributed some books on the train in Montpellier. Madhavananda Prabhu, who was all the time on the altar here, he did one day with you, right? One day of Sankirtan. He wanted to do more and he blamed me yesterday. What an offering. Blamed me that he came over here to distribute books and I sent him down here. Can't believe it. And then we had Anna, who came over from Switzerland. She was sick, and you know, it's not easy to distribute books, but she did what she could in a week. 5 days she was going out every day trying to distribute Prabhupada's books. Gopaswami Prabhu, another one of our senior most devotees. As you know, he's in his house now. He's bedridden right now. He's been in the hospital. He's had operation. He can't walk. And but still, he distributes some books in the hospital to the doctors and surgeons. And let's see, Priyabandhu, who's still with us. I don't know if he's here now. Priyabandhu here. There he is. Priyabandhu has come for 2 days for the festival, but he came for 3 or 4 days during America and went out every day with Danny Type. Did he go with you? Danny Type went out together and we distributed quite a lot of books. I mean, about 80, 60, 40, 80 books. Different books, mostly mixed speakers and others. Very kind of you. Thank you so much for the boundary for you. So then we're going to come to the top 26. Now, I don't know where your figures begin and it's a shame. Huh? No, oh yeah, 22. The figure starts at 4. Okay. So we got 22. Now, the problem is with this is there's no climax if you put it on the screen.
Maharaj, is
You have to
somebody here?
reverse the whole thing. I normally break it down into 1s and 2s. What have you got? But you only have to have 1 on the screen. There's a way of putting the names on. I've lost the art of that. Where they come on 1 by 1, but you have to be connected.
Maharaj?
I used to do that. It would be like, and in 20 seconds, and only that name would suddenly pop up on the screen. In 21st, that name would come up. There's a way of doing it, but I lost the art. I used to do it years ago, and it's a bit more savvy. But Jiva Pran may know the system, may know the art. It's not just about reversing the names, it's about actually only revealing them at a certain point of time. There is one command that does that. But I don't know what it is. Pardon? It might take a while. Anyway, I'm going to start with we could have started with many, but I mean, Petit Pavan and others. Well, let's start with Petit Pavan Prabhu. Petit Pavan Prabhu, who's not here, from Yoga Lyric, we've already heard about him. He went out whenever he could when he wasn't working, and Petit Prabhu distributed 108 Bhagavad Gitas. 5 medium books, 26 small books, and 1 Arabic book. We came in, I guess, 23rd, so maybe 27th, I can't see because my numbers are all different. And then, well, there's a lot of sponsored books there, anonymous, Sankirtan, this one and that one. But these are the individuals now. And then next, maybe in 21st, with 74 Gitas, 45 medium, 101 small books, 8 magazines, 1 Arabic Gita, 15 small Arabics, with the biggest ever marathon score, going out alone in her hometown. She'd come every week to Paris and get a suitcase full of books and zoom back to her hometown to go out in the car parks and something more. With 250 book points. Amala Bhakti Devi Das. We do have some presents, but I don't know the orders, I don't know who knows any, I know nothing about this. I heard there was something, but she's not here, so I don't know where we start now. Another, you could say hero. Again, another one of those devotees, no one knows the word he's saying, French or English, practically speaking. Also in Paris Temple, you seem to have a few of these. Jiva Prabhu, where are you? Maybe you have to have language classes in this.
Maybe Nitai want to say something. Maybe we take some time before Jiva finish this. Nitai?
So this is going to take a long time as well. And these are not going to,
I'm sorry, just wanted to add that in Portugal we also had 4 new devotees who joined to distribute books this year.
Wow.
And 2 of them were inspired by Rasa and the Sankirtan Prabhu, and 2 of them were inspired by Rupa Raghunath Prabhu and Christine. And they all 4 are like in 20s, one of them is 18 years old. And they all continued to chant regularly and do temple services. So,
regarding Portugal, of course, there's a totally separate temple. It's nothing to do with Francis Scores directly, as far as reporting goes. But 4 years ago, that was another thing, of course. We were requested basically by the ITVC if we could help. The French chapter could help Portugal. They were about almost to close down, actually. So we sent, you were the first one to go, or Rupa Raghunath and Nitai Charan, we sent them from here to there. And the first year, your bookstores were coming here. So that doesn't happen anymore. We also sent Maha over there. And they just did a lot of books between them, so that was also another reason our bookstore had gone down a bit, because they left the Yatra here, joined that Yatra, and Portugal since then. And now Rasananda Prabhu, of course, he was Spanish, but he was here for 3 years, was also joined the Portuguese Yatra. So a little bit, I'd say Portugal's success is due to the devotees here letting Nitai Charan and Rupa Raghunath go there in the first place. So that's nice, thank you for that. We'll move on, and because it's not most of us, it's more exciting sometimes hearing them than it is seeing them on the screen. Because you see on the screen, you're already reading it. There's no, nothing there. And this is amazing, since he's 84 years of age. 84. And he doesn't speak very easily, it's French or English. He speaks Tamil. And he's definitely is a Tamil type. And he comes and he goes, I don't know how he does it, but he distributes these books. Mostly in he also just went, with 136 Bhagavad Gitas. Gopalananda Prabhu. He's not with us today because he's building a rat car for somebody. I don't know. I could never understand who it was for. He would talk and I still couldn't work out on earth what he was building it for. Somebody he's building a rat car for, apparently. And maybe someone here knows about that, but we'll leave that for another day. And then we have already mentioned, of course, in less than a week. I think she went out for 5 or 6 days. But there was one day she wouldn't go out, I'll just mention it. That was the day at Eknath Prabhu. You remember that day you were all going to be going to that market or something, a Christmas market? And she was ready on the time you said. She sat in the car for about 3 hours waiting for you all to come. Or you came, and then you didn't, and it was like, by the time you got there, she just caught the train and came back. She was like, but otherwise she went out every day. And she did 88 Bhagavad Gitas, 8 medium books, 7 small books, 2 Arabic books, and 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Chitralila Devi. What have you got on the screen? That's the thing. What are you going to show us? Nothing. Is this going to pop up as we say the names, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got that. Okay, there we go. So we're up to 19th place, is it? 19th?
Yeah, next one is 19.
And you're going to pop the score up in a few seconds, when I finish. Okay, so when I say, don't say it until I say the name, and you pop, you press when I say the name. In 19th place, with 134 Bhagavad Gita, 64 medium, 82 small, 19 magazines and 6 Arabic books, and 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set with 412 book points. Kaladan Rasikananda Prabhu! And here is a prize or present or something like that for Rasikananda Prabhu.
Just to mention that the gifts are sponsored by
The gifts are sponsored by the German Yatra, and actually Vedasa Prabhu organized this to most of them, we can say.
Is it German?
Some of the gifts.
Is it German? Is it German? Yeah. They're in German. Huh? There's a book in there in German. Huh?
No, he just added some gifts, but
Garland aus und Twistungen. That's very German.
But mainly it's Nandini Mataji who organize all the gifts.
Well, maybe it's Russian. Yeah, it's Russian. Can't read a word of it. Looks nice. Is that a pair of shoes?
So thank you to Nandini Mataji and to
Nandini Mataji, please. Please come forward and get your gift of love. Thank you, Nandini, for arranging this. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your service, Mr.
Rasikananda Prabhu ki.
Helping to organize this whole behind-the-scenes festival, of course, the management behind it all. You've been very instrumental in all these things too. So thank you. And then we have an 18th place. Here we are. There's 203 Bhagavad Gitas, 6 big books, 47 medium, 54 small, 13 magazines, 1 Arabic Gita, 3 small books with 465 book points. None other than Chakradhar Prabhu. And then, with 220th, now what place are we on now? 17th? With 211 Bhagavad Gitas, 18 medium, 14 small, 5 magazines and 12 Arabic books, 471 book points. Revati Anand Prabhu! We have here a small accordion. portable, no. Where is Revatinana Prabhu? Come Prabhu, where are you? There you are. Keep your feet warm next year. A big bag of feet warmers, is it? Wonderful, oh beautiful. Hari Bol Prabhu. Hari Bol. Jai. All the heroes, there's no one or more or less. But everyone's a hero. But definitely it's a hero. With 155 Bhagavad Gitas, 13 medium, 34 small, 11 magazines, 2 Arabic Gitas, 29 small Arabic books, 2 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, and 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, with 641 book points. Jiva Pran Prabhu! And that was in a very little time between different things. Hare Krishna. And then we have another one here with 266 Bhagavad Gitas, 2 big books, 111 medium books, 90 small books, 3 magazines, and 15 Arabic books. Jiva Pra... no. Ekanath Prabhu! Even though he was a chariot driver, he was still shooting the arrows on the battlefield of... they weren't in Châtelet, elsewhere. Where were you? All over Paris, wherever Ramlila was inspired to go.
Every day new destination.
You never knew where it was until you got there. And Shastradan, that doesn't count. Shastradan. There's no prize for Shastradan.
Just to mention, Eric, Mathis, and Louis, and Tom, they are going now.
No way. We give them a present. Here, give them one prize.
Oh.
Here. Come, Eric. Come here.
Eric.
Where is he? All glories to the lions. Make sure they get some prasadam. All glories to your service. Oh, hey, Emil. Somebody has to go to my car and get that big box of yellow books, Prabhupada books. You know where it is? Bring the whole box in.
You have the key?
It's never locked. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Eric. We'll see you soon. All glories to your services. I mean, hey, come here, my please give me that box. I know I probably gave you some already, but you deserve more. There you go. Maha prasadam for you, Maha. Radha Landaneshwar Maha prasadam. So in the set, did I give you that book on? I did. I think I did. Where are we now? So fair journey, safe. Are they driving?
Yes, driving.
Driving car? Driving. So then, in 14th place or 13th, I think Shastradan is 14th. You can press 14. Press the button. Don't press anymore. And then with 155 Bhagavad Gita. Now, 13 medium books, 34 small books, 11 magazines, 2 Arabic Gitas, 29 small books. Where are we here? We're reading the wrong one. Let's start again. With 254 Bhagavad Gitas, 1 big book, 27 medium books, 89 small books, 9 magazines, and the top Arabic book distributor this year 83 Arabic small books, and one Bhagavatam set with 867 book points. Priyarani Devi Dasi. Top Arabic book distributor. You get a free Arabic Gita for that. Is there a special prize for each person? How does it work? Has it got a name on it? Is it? Oh wow, very organized this year, I must say. Thank you, Nandini. Names on there. Priyarani Dasi Ki. Many other temple services at the same time, of course. And on our list, now we're up to 12. Although it's not really, it's hard, we can't really define it because it's a special service. With 298 Bhagavad Gitas, 10 medium books, 7 small. He was also going out on the street 2 or 3 days too. 2 magazines, 1 Arabic small book, and 4 Bhagavatam sets with 894 book points. Back to Emil. Where is he? We have no idea. Somewhere. And then, with 23, here they come. With 23 Bhagavad Gitas, 2 medium books, and top Bhagavatam set distributor. With 12 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Dainidhi Prabhu and Dainidhi Prabhu and Vrindarani Devi Dasada. Are they 2 people or 1? 2 people. Look like 1, they're always together. Good team. On reunion. So, okay, what want me to do it? Give it to Dainidhi, shall I? Here. I'll get him ready. And then where are we now? 10th place, top 10. And very last, on the last day, the scores, were boosted tremendously. We did about 3,000 or 4,000 book points on the last day. About 1,500 keepers on the last day. So that's because certain devotees like this one only report their monthly score on the last day of the marathon. And they just do books in mysterious ways. We're not 100% sure how they do it, but they're very mysterious ways of just doing God's books. With 35 Bhagavad Gitas, 10 big books, 91 medium, 125 small. You may be wondering, how do they come so high on the score? 23 Arabic Gitas, 64 small Arabic books. They were the biggest Arabic Gita distributor by far. 64 small Arabic books, 6 Bhagavatam sets, and 919 book points. Madhavacharana Vinda Prabhu. Madhavacharana Vinda. You changed your name. Reinitiated, did you? Reinitiated? It's still Mukunda. No problem. Take it back, Jim. Madhavacharana Vinda lives, I don't pronounce it right. Oxer, how do you pronounce it? Oxer, near Dijon. Oxer, is that the right way of saying it? Oxer. Yeah, anyway, I hope you understand that name. It's, he lives there, he has an antique shop there, a warehouse. He lives with his customers. He has a lot of contacts in Guatemala, in Guadeloupe, and places like that as well. Mediatex and various places, and different places he receives books. And then, what are we on now? 10 in 8th place? 8th place? There's no 9th. 9th is not 8th. Huh? 7, 8, 9. That's why 9 doesn't like 7, because 7, 8, 9. The 8's not there anymore. Oh, ninth there. 7th, 8th, 9th, so 9's not there. So we go up to 8th now. We jump over 9th, sorry. Where are you? Hey, hold on, don't press the button, don't press the button. Don't press the button. This is the most important score of all of them. This is the most, everything else rests on this one. With 183 Bhagavad Gitas, 19 big books, 172 medium, 507 small books. I only came second in the small book category, terrible. I came top in the big book one, that wasn't me. 507 small books, 165 magazines, 1 Arabic Gita, 44 small Arabic books, 2 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, Mr. Humility personified! I did it! I did it! 968 points! I was the top Chaitanya Charitamrita distributor. I was the top big book distributor. I was the second top small book distributor. The second top magazine distributor.
And he doesn't speak French.
And as you know, I don't speak French, I just keep that a secret. And I was the only one who distributed books in every single category. Where's my prize? Where is it? God, I got all you're giving me. After all that, I thought I'd get more than that. Give myself these sweets. Thank goodness that's over. And now we get back to the real devotees again. And 8th place, huh? Number 8. And believe me, this devote didn't go out for only half the marathon, basically. With 481 Bhagavad Gitas, 51 medium books, 124 small books, 58 magazines, 1,024 book points. His Grace Aristanasana Prabhu. Give me a book, 2 yellow books. Maybe you've got or not got. Excuse me, that wasn't the gift, I'll give you a hiccup. I'll give you hiccups. Yay! It's steamed up with the weather, huh? Yeah, it's the weather. This little book, actually, afterwards, everyone's welcome if you haven't got one. It's a little book on Prabhupada quotes on book distribution. This is my request. It's a beautiful little book. Produced by the BBT. And then we're up now to 7th place. Again, was only going out at less than half the time they went out last year. With 442 Bhagavad Gitas, 10 medium books, 15 small, 1 magazine. Only 1 magazine, terrible. 36 Arabic books, 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, 1,145 book points. Himanshu Prabhu! He's not with us today, he's in India. And then we're up to number 6. Number 6. Where is he gone? Here he is. Number 6 with 551 Bhagavad Gitas. 51 medium, 69 small, 27 magazines, 20 Arabic small books, and 1,207 book points. None other than a steady rock of the Sankirtan party. His Grace Dai Dai Prabhu! Come forward, number 6. Come forward, number 6. Hare Krishna, glorious to us. And another doer is not with us today, I'm afraid, but with 369 Bhagavad Gitas, 2 big books, 91 medium, 77 small, 126 magazines, 14 Arabic books, and 5 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, with 1,219 book points. Nalini Haripriya Devi. Yes, he was very enthusiastic indeed. And then what are we on now? Number 4, the top 4, the big 4. And no surprise here. Well, yeah. Where's Ramlila? She's on the doorstep. Don't run away, young lady. We're now 4th place with 600 Bhagavad Gitas. 32 medium books, 33 small books, 4 magazines and 52 Arabic books, 1,381 book points. His Grace Vijay Prabhu! He took the whole month off from work just to go out on his own on Sankirtan. He works every day, but he took 1 month off just to join us on the mountain. Wonderful. Now he comes from a Tamil background, Tamil family, so don't use that as an excuse. He's doing it and he wants to do it. Right? Of course he speaks French fluently. French. Pardon?
Speak French
Un petit peu? I think we speak quite a lot. Born in France, aren't you? Born in France. From the Tamil family, but still. And then the top 3. 3rd place, which is amazing for 717 Bhagavad Gitas, 1 big book, 9 medium books, 6 small books, 1 magazine, 70 Arabic books, with 1,651 book points. Her Grace Doina Dan! Bhakti Doina! Let's go! With us today. Maybe Deepa Pran can take them. Someone can take them, you can take them, someone who's going back can take them. And now we're coming to the top 2 of the marathon, 2025 Prabhupada Book Marathon in France. The top 2 book distributors for this marathon with 433 Bhagavad Gitas, 64 medium, 2 small, 1 Chaitanya Charitamrita set, and 10 Srimad Bhagavatam sets with 1,654 book points. None of that her great. It's a mysterious bag, I must say. I had someone bring it here for me. I'll give it to someone. Okay, bring it here. I don't know how it got there. Oh, I gave it to you. Okay, so you can do this. You know what this is all about. There's 2 prizes. Okay, so we'll do this one first. So you hold on that. Hold on. Hold on, okay. So in 2nd place, with 1,654 book points, Her Grace, Ramlila Devi. Come on, come forward. Come forward, where is she? Bring her here. Bring her here. Come on, ladies, don't bring her here. Don't worry about the cooking. Bring her here now. Who's going to do it? Come on, some big ladies. Irene, you're big enough, you can handle her. Might need a few ladies there to make this happen. Come on, ladies, make it happen. How can we go on if she's not here? I thought she was with us. Is she coming or not?
I went to get her.
She's here just now. Well, what are we going to do? Disappoint all the devotees? Come on. She said she wants to please the devotees. They're all waiting for her. She's not being glorified. It's the glory of her spiritual master. It's the glory of all the devotees. It's the service that's being rendered. It's glory. Has to go in the kitchen. Right, well, we'll have to move on then. But the first distributor is also maybe. Come. You stay still, Digger. Stay still, you just take a picture, give us the back. Nothing. So, okay. So, Ramlila, Diva Franco will say something.
Hare Krishna, Ramayana Mataji ki jai! Santamantara Group Distribution ki jai! Santamantara Distribution ki jai! Thank you very much, Ramayana Mataji. We were saying few words before you manifested in the room. So thank you for everything you did for the Sankirtan team. The belly works, the army, not the belly, but the army works on his belly. So thank you for making this team of book distributors being so enthusiastic all the time and training us, reminding us the principles given by Srila Prabhupada. And aside of this marathon, I wanted on behalf of New Mayapur and Radha Shishwara Management to give you this little present.
Nandini will say what it is.
I want to say just one thing. Give the mic.
Only one.
What I want to say, when you don't know it's impossible, then you can do it.
When you don't know?
It's impossible.
When you don't know it's impossible.
Yeah, when you don't know that it's impossible to do it, then you can do it.
You can do it. There you go. I don't think anything is impossible.
Everything is possible.
Rather said impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary.
Yes, that's right.
So everything is possible. Don't think it's not. And Ramlila is also, you can ask giving you this e-bag. Well, this is nice e-bag. Have you got this book? Have you got this book?
You give it to me.
And then we come to the last on this floor. We have 1,063 Bhagavad Gitas, 26 medium books, 105 small books, 10 medium books, 21 Arabic books, and 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. And a little bit ahead of everybody else in points, I must say. Nonetheless, the endeavor was there with everyone. 2,373 book points. Her Grace Harini. Hare Krishna, thank you very much for your inspiring services. You have one? Well, I must say, this is awfully embarrassing for the boys. Out of the top 5, 4 of the top distributors are ladies. You have to do something about this problem.
One time in Avinam, I tried to dance to attract people, and you said me to be a gopi is not to dance, but it's to distribute books. So now I should try to train to dance, maybe.
Hare Krishna. Stick with what you're doing. But anyway, it's a glorious time that so many of the ladies are dedicating like this. This is Prabhupada's book distribution. Thank you very much. And the total book distribution this year from the Prabhupada Book Marathon during the month. So for the actual Live to Give campaign, there are more. Of course, this is a 3-month campaign, but there's 1 month. 8,590 Bhagavad Gita. A few of those were Krishna books, 99.9% of Gita. 1,063, 226 big books, 1,565, 3,226 small books, 1,011 magazines, 34 Arabic books, Bhagavad Gita, 563 small books, 7 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, 58 Srimad Bhagavatam sets for a total of 25,417 books. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Marathon, please.
Goswami ki jai.
That wasn't very loud.
Janda Goswami ki
Srila Prabhupada ki. So now I don't know, we're getting late, but it's good time. We're going to do a drama now. It's trying to be late. It's a festival. Those devotees who have to leave though, can they wait a little longer? Is it possible? Can you wait longer? Not sure.
The drama will be on
15 minutes. Is it in here?
No, this is about it. Yeah, actually.
Okay. Well, that.
Hare Krishna, everyone. For the drama, please make sure to be there 1:05. There are some chairs, but not enough pillows. So maybe you take some.
1:05. Okay. Don't go anywhere right now. We're going to have a special event. Do it now. Right now. Okay. It's unusual, but we're going to do it now. I hope the jailas will forgive us. This is a special presentation. This is Dayal Garanga Prabhu, if you don't know him. He's all the way from Brisbane. And he was going out every day during the marathon. On his own, transcribed 13 hours a day, distributing books in Brisbane. Never really done like this before. How many altogether did you distribute? That's why you were rapper. Is that why you were rap? No. 629. He's a rapper. You know what a rapper is? What's a rapper? When you rap twice. Hare Krishna. So he's going to do a quick rap. So if you want to watch it, he does it at the Rap Yatras and various events. Is it to do with Prabhupada or book distribution or something? Maybe Prabhupada has something to do with this. Ready to go?
Yes.
What about microphone?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Ram Rama. Hare Hare. Yeah, that's the rap. Thank you, Maha, for the opportunity. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. You worked until the end just so we could have a start. Determined to never give up even when it's hard. In any disturbance, you're humble as a piece of grass. You served your devotees, feeding them prasad, and with a pair of kartals leading kirtan in the park, teaching Bhagavad Gita in the class, showing how to love Krishna because he lives in our hearts. The nectar of instruction has a sweetness that will last. Installed Rath Yatra, the world sees Jagannath. Spreading Chaitanya's mission was not an easy path. And who we really are is what we really need to ask. The Maha Mantra will give us freedom from the past, to transcend Maya and release us from our grasp. Your perfect example that will keep us on our path. I fall at your feet. Please accept my dandavats. Glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you. Short and sweet. So are we supposed to proceed next door, or are they waiting? Getting prepared. Yeah, keep us on our toes. Keep us entertained.
Okay, so if it's favorable to everyone, I'll say another one for you. Kali Yuga is the age of confusion. Viewing the rope as a snake, that's illusion. Path of karma, actions are producing. The Maha Mantra is the actual solution. Paramatma, inhabiting the human heart. Chant the japa, gradual improvement will start. Panchatattva, 5 personalities. Jagannath in charge of the universe and galaxies. The Rath Yatra, festival of chariots. Lord Chaitanya's presence is magnanimous, the holy name in congregation where we manifest. Harinam Sankirtan expressing happiness. That's the matchless gift. Kept it as it is. Sat Chit Ananda, existence, knowledge, and the bliss. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, so compassionate. Krishna consciousness became a global establishment. 1, 2, 3 into the 4, the regulative principles, universal law, simple living, higher thinking is the core. Krishna kept Govardhan lifted in the storm. His name is no different to his form, forgetting our position, we're conditioned where we're born. We've got a mission to perform, no time to be unengaged, disinterested or bored in this current age of Kali Yuga. We're not the body, just the viewer. Prabhupada endured hardships on the Jaladuta. Struggle but flourish in the future, Sattva-guna. You must do your duty, Krishna instructed Arjuna. Absolutely, our spiritual substance is pure. Absolutely, spiritual substance is pure. Mental blank. I guess that's Krishna's. That's Krishna saying, "Be humble." Absolutely, the spiritual substance is pure. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more.
I know, tell us when it's time.
It's 5 minutes to go. About a minute and a half. A bit of Krishna Katha. The Gokul butter thief with the sweetest face, he played with his friends, I've seen him eating clay. Mother Yashoda said, open your mouth right now. The entire total universe climbed out. Kamsa's anger was quite foul. He tried to find how to take this little child down. Putana arrived to kill Krishna with poison, but that would be her demise and not the boy's end. Winds deployed next, the dust storm damaged. Yashoda panicked, she noticed Krishna had vanished. His body weight became heavier than average. Srinivada got carried away. He couldn't manage. With ease, Krishna moved the barrel on through the trees of Yamala. Released the trap too, even battled with Bagasura the crane, Agasura the snake, subdued Kaliya into a trance in the lake. Krishna raised Govardhan Hill for 7 days with his left hand, when the weather changed into wetland. Kamsa's bedlam never went to plan. A stressed man, knowing his death could come at any chance. He set up the wrestling match with the best that he had. Krishna and Balaram entered the land of Mathura, stepped to the arena, defeated Kuvaliyapita, the elephant and the keeper. Next, the wrestlers eager to test their strength, but unaware it was the best friend's special feature. Kamsa sees the battle unfold, a staggering toll of his best put to rest with a grappling hold. Krishna victorious, the natural result. He fractured the skull, extracted the soul, and reinstated Ugrasena back in control. That concludes the story which had to be told. Hari Bol.
Normally it's some musical company in the background. Well, I guess it's time to move along. Unless you have another song. So, is it time to go next door? Okay, everyone please don't miss the drama. We don't know what it's about, so I have no idea. If anyone wants to, this is my request. There you go. Anna.
done, and I wrote, we should have thanked her in front of everybody. She's a wonderful church. This, first of all, take your
C'est encore en fin de
vous laisse vous en occuper. Je vous laisse vous en occuper.
Il y a la batterie ou pas?
Peut-être voir avec Rassika parce que c'est branché sur.
Ouais, je vais donner
Remarque,
la-
c'est pour charger ça.
Ouais.
On peut trouver une autre prise là-bas.
Je vais parce que je dois
Attention.
Dear Gurday, please accept our humble obeisances, all glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. You will be seeing a dramatic play performed by lovely devotees, and it's a humble offering inspired by your own recount of your first encounters with the Hare Krishnas in London, very place.
Yeah, no microphones.
Yeah. If we could have a bit of quiet, please. Thank you. So this play that you're going to see is about Gurudev meeting the devotees for the first time. So we're going to see young Gurudev. And it's actually based on a really wonderful class. It's one of the first classes I've seen, 2013 in Middle Park. And Guru Maharaj is so expert in describing how weird it actually is to meet the Hare Krishnas for the first time. So obviously we cannot do it that well, but we will try. So please already forgive us for our foolishness meetings and our mediocre preparations. And maybe also not sticking to the full facts here and there. Please excuse us. Our only wish is that we become more expert and thoughtful at pleasing you, or become pleasing to you, and hopefully it will bring a smile to your face. So it's a dramatic play, but actually comedy, and it was a drama to create. But please bless the devotees that are playing, and please, give a warm hand.
Your Prabhupada King! Your Prabhupada ISKCON Ki Jai! Random Envelope Distribution Ki Jai! Down in the basement.
Ooh. And go!
Dear madams and sirs, books on spiritual knowledge, meditation, give a donation. Thank you. Mantra meditation, spiritual knowledge, please give a donation. Thank you very much. Peace of mind, anything you can.
Lazy
Karma
dog!
yoga.
What you got there, mate? What's that?
Hey,
You lazy bum! What are you doing here? Hey, you! I'm talking to you! Hey, I'm talking to you, lazy bum! What are you doing here? You disturbing people? What is all about? Hey, I'm talking to you. What is all about? Hey!
It's about spiritual life.
You understand? Hey!
Mantra, meditation. It's about Srila Prabhupada.
Don't buy this. It's just silly. God is dead, don't you know that? This is dead. God is dead. You should get a job.
Imagine that.
It's all rubbish. Don't buy this. I'm telling you, you will go to hell for this.
Pod? Krishna? That does have an interesting ring to it. Okay, I'll get it. Here you go, my dear. Now run along. Off you go.
Oh, like to go ahead. I've always dreamt about it. It sounds so good. Wow. Wow. There is an address, Bury Places. I may try to go there. Wow. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Finally, I get very places. Okay, it looks like to be here. I'm just anxious to go inside because it's almost lunchtime and I didn't eat, and I'm sure because they are yogi, they are not eating themselves. I'm not even sure they have toilets. How I'm gonna do? I'm just frustrated now, like I should go back. Okay, I come on the way, okay, let's try. Yeah, I wanted the Bhagavad Gita. Can I come in? Hello?
A newcomer!
Hello. I'm just here because I get one of your magazines, Back to Godhead. I have just one Bhagavad Gita now.
Okay, you came at the right place.
Oh.
Hey, you said the holy name? Mama. Let's go. Wait, this she.
I don't know.
Never mind. You came at the perfect time.
Okay, sure.
Now let's go to the basement for Prasada.
Prasada! Come on! What is
Hare
it?
Krishna!
I'm not sure what is prasada. No, but I'm not very hungry. What? I was thinking you are yogi, like.
This is yoga.
Yeah. Do you have spoon or I use my hand?
Digestion is best to eat with hands. I thought these people didn't eat. It is like a mountain. It wasn't snow, it's rice. Actual rice. And 1 liter of dal. Honestly, they were seconds. They were eating like Billy Butcher, for God's sake.
Come on, guys.
Everyone, stand up! Let's go! Sankirtan time! I don't understand what is Sankirtan.
You know? Sankirtan. It's Public! We're going to the street and we're going to meet the people and share the holy land. It's going to be ecstatic!
Go, let's go! Hello! Oh, okay. I have to take my train.
You're gonna love it. Amazing.
It's not finished yet. End of scene.
Hare Krishna. Hey, get off of here! Useless people! I'll show you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go now.
Hey, come
The robots were jumping up and down, shouting. This wasn't exactly bliss and ecstasy to me.
Hey, what are you doing? I don't know. It's like a funeral procession.
Take it. Anyway.
Hare Krishna.
Oxford Street. Marble Arch Station. My way out. Finally, I managed to escape.
It's quite freezing here, my God! No, I forget my coat there. I will have to go back. Oh no, you're so strange. Oh no, my God. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go inside the temple very, very fast. They will not even see me. I will be so fast. Okay. Let's go. Okay, no one is there.
Hare Krishna! You came back already!
Yeah.
There's something special.
I
How are you
know.
doing?
I'm just taking my coat and
No
my
problem, no
shoe.
problem. Come, I have very special for you. Something
No, yes, I have to take my train.
After, few minutes after.
Okay, just 5 minutes.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, fruits. I love fruits.
Strawberries, blackberries. So, it's Maha.
Yeah, it's organic.
My lips started to tingle.
Oh my God. I know this. LSD? LSD. They put LSD in the food. Oh, for sure. I was asking myself, oh, they can be so crazy, but they take drugs. I know now. I know it. They're taking drugs. I'm sure. Excuse me?
I thought it was time to leave now, honestly.
I'm done. What's going on?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Please, could you help me for 1 minute?
Well, I have to take my train.
Oh, but we have an order of incense to deliver to London, and everyone is out on Sankirtan.
So what I'm gonna do again?
For 1 minute, just if we can roll the incense.
Okay, I don't have to eat again. If it's just to help for instance, I can help.
Kiss me up the stairs.
We are rolling like this. I know very well. Oh, this is ecstatic actually.
This was quite enjoyable, actually.
Alright, that's it. Because it's quite late. It's been like I was just here for Bhagavad Gita, but it's been 4 hours. Little bit too much. I have to take my train. Thank you. Merci.
Here you are! We were looking for you! Oh, my friend! For you. Let's go to the basement!
After I took prasadam for the 5th, 4th, 6th, I just couldn't count anymore, time, they asked me something else about darshan.
Well, now that we ate, let's go to darshan time. Come on, go around.
What was happening here? Something with fire? They were going to put the place on fire! Oh, look, very
sorry, but that was the last train. I have to go now.
Come, it is the class Bhagavad Gita. Come on, sit, sit.
Oh, Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
And then there was song class, and it just never ended.
Now we have something very, very special for you. Come on, let's go down to the basement. It's
Reserved for the guests.
I never had so much.
Hot halava. The Hare Krishna secret weapon.
Please.
I've been trying to not surrender the entire day, but I was defeated.
Now I surrender.
A big Haribo to the actors who only managed to do a full run this morning. And also the co-director, Brinda, thank you so much.
I don't think it was their first time round. I think he was probably his previous life he went through. I wouldn't be surprised. The way he knew how to roll that incense. He had no problem whatsoever with that. He had struggled a bit, but he was a bit of a macrobiotic or something before he came. Most of us were macrobiotics or something like that, you know. So eating all the food that the Hare Krishnas were eating was quite a bit of a, you know, a radical change there, you could say. Amazing. Thank you very much. I hope there's hot halibut for lunch. I don't know if I'll stay if there's no halibut. I have to pack my bag and go back.
In Paris we have hot halibut.
Hot halibut, yeah, but it's not like it used to be. It's not the same as it used to be. I think, I don't know, maybe but I I believe that the food has not got the same taste to it as it used to. Not just because of the way we cook, but the food itself. There's lots of character and quality and so on. And samosa, hot samosas, tomato chutney, puris, ladus, hot halibut and hot milk. That was the evening. 9:15 at night. I saw them every day in London. And that was reserved for guests, and that night I was the only guest. Wow. The whole plate available. I don't know how much I ate. 5 times that day they filled me up with prasad. You don't get that much now. That enthusiasm, that absorption of the devotees. They didn't say a word. Nobody preached a word to me all day long. They just did what they were doing. Very contagious. Actually, one devotee did preach. He was, when we were rolling the incense, it was on this one black brahmachari from America. I never saw him again. I don't think he was just traveling through. And he was, there was actually 2 other hippies in the room there when we were rolling incense. I don't know what happened to that, but we were rolling or packing incense. Rolling it, not exactly, but packing it into spiritual sky packet. And it was a big order, about 1,000 packets. Took about 2 hours. And this one black boy was preaching, or sort of preaching to us. I mean, I'd never been to a temple before. I'm familiar with Hare Krishna chanting, but never seen a devotee. The first devotee I saw was Mandakini. She was the one who opened the door. Yes, it's Mandakini. Did pretty good job. And yeah, so this devotee was preaching and he was saying, he kept on telling us that we have to avoid, I don't know if the others were chanting, but I mean I was chanting casually like anything else. But he was just kept telling us we have to avoid the offences while we chant holy name. And when you chant Hare Krishna, you have to chant without offence. He kept on telling us this. Didn't know anything else. And then what the other boy was there, or the girl, said, what are these offences that you have to avoid? He said, well, they're in the book. I had no idea what they were. It was kind of funny. That's what it was like. Nobody knew anything practically. A little bit, not much. The classes were really simple. You give a class, I mean, if you've been in the movement 2 or 3 weeks, you'll already be giving class. When I shaved up, the devotee shaved me up. He said to me, he said, where are you from? I said, where I'm from. He said, oh, great, we don't have anybody there. Maybe after a couple of weeks you can go there and start a center. It was like, you know, a little different than now. After, 50 years, you're not allowed to do anything. Very bold. With no money for it. Live from day to day. Hare Krishna, thank you, that's wonderful. Ekanath Prabhu, you did an excellent job there. Much better than I could have done. Oh, that's it. Where's Mahadevi? Is she here?
She is Mahadevi.
Yeah. She looks good, doesn't she? Is it okay, Lochan, if he grows his hair like this? Hare Krishna. Yeah, we used to have hair down to our waist. Everybody did. I mean, there's one devotee, wonderful devotee. When he came, oh my God, you have to stay at least 5 meters away from him, and the smell from his hair was unbearable. There were things jumping out of his hair, all these insects jumping out of his hair. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Big head of matted locks. Slimy. Flies, what's the thing? Huh? No, those insects. Lice, so they're on the bites, what's it called?
It's cool.
Fleas and all these things. And Nobody used to bathe. I mean, when I went to open a centre in Newcastle, I was staying in the basement there in a derelict house. And the guy never washed anything. Nothing. I was just staying a week in his room, had nowhere else to stay, just a complete hippie. Person to go and try to be. I had nowhere to stay, so I was staying with him. He offered to give me a place to lie down. But he never washed any plates, pots, anything. He just eat, leave it, and put the tin, just the same pot. He never washed the pots for cooking. He just poured the next thing in, cook it. There was no water for bathing. You had to go out into the garden to get a cup of water. There's no water for bathing. Went to someone else's house for bathing. People used to live. They do still live. Many young kids were living in the hippie times. Shubhaba Ki Jai. You're attracting attention. Oh, they put it on you. Gita, you should keep it or not? All right, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Well done. Thank you, Nanda.
Organize everything.
Yeah.
Some help from Golonga Prema from Australia and from Bali Vida.
Yeah, it was a bit of a long script with a lot of beautiful details about Dave's thoughts. And it was proofread by his great Paralila Prabhu and then Gauranga Prema from Australia. But we realized that we had to cut it a bit short. But hopefully you all enjoyed the devotees somehow and hopefully relate you.
Isn't it funny? Usually when you first come to the temple, you have a lot of funny stories to tell. I mean, it's kind of really exciting, I suppose, but it's also strange. It's very strange. Usually some extraordinary things happen when devotees first come to the temple. I don't know, maybe it's not the same, maybe all the that. You see some wild things. I mean, you think it's wild now. I mean, first Sunday feast, I mean, it's quite outrageous. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. The Sunday feast was like the highlight of the week, because all week long, except for the Maha Prasad, the Prasad was really simple. I mean, it didn't overly illustrate it, but lunch Prasad was just rice, dal, and chapatis every day. And it was big plates, like similar to what you had there. Not maybe quite big, but just a big pile of rice, like I get it. And a bowl, 1 liter bowl of dal next to it. And a stack of chapatis dumped on top of the rice. And that was it. As you said in the drama, that was only first, but second, third, fourth. There was eating like 2, 3, 4 plates like that.
Yeah.
Incredible, man. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen anyone in my life, even to this day, eat as much as those devotees used to eat. And but the Sunday feast was like a magnificent feast. I mean, it was so you start preparing on Monday. Oh. You know, these 4 preparations are finished by Saturday, cooked, gulab jamun, you know, different sweets, chutneys, and things would all be cooked well in advance. Become really, you know, deep, especially the gulab jamun and chutneys. Nothing was last minute. When Halwa was last minute, it had to be steaming hot. Poors were last minute because they all had to be round like footballs. All stacked up in a row. They weren't on top of each other. We'd have cardboard boxes with paper, cash, whatever. Tiny bit of ghee. They used to be able to fry them in such a way there was no excess ghee used at all. We were trained to cook like 200 curries with just a little bit of ghee. In case the thing would drop. Now it's like there's soggy balls of crispy crackers on it. I rolled one this morning. I rolled one to a ball. It's just like a ball, not a ball. Just with ghee or oil probably just dripping. We had no money. There was no budget for the devotee prashadam at all. Zero. Zero. We had to beg everything. Sunday feast, £5. They just got £5 a week for everyone. That was it. That was a total bogey. The Sunday feast was fantastic. The first Sunday feast, because they had it like this, they used to have the devotee prasad at lunch, and the same feast was served in the evening. So it was rationed. So the lunch prasad was kind of rationed the devotees, so maybe 20, 25 devotees in the temple. So they made so many samosas on so many. Every feast without samosas, without sweet rice, without, chutney and, Maha brinjal, and without pushpa rice, and without all, so many things. It's not a feast at all. All these things are must, and there were other things on top of that. They were basic. So it was always like, we only got like 1 or 2 samosas at both each. Like, give me more. So we had to wait outside till the servers got everything ready on the tables for serving, benches. And then the door opens, and it was like, if you ever remember what Bombay railway ticket office was like, you know what I mean. It was nothing to do with where you were in the queue. It was might makes right. As soon as the door opened, it was like an avalanche of devotees like pouring in to try to get their prasad, to get first in the line. So I was right at the back. And there was 1 to 2, 3 devotees in front. Well, everyone was in front of me, but in front of me there was this one devotee who really was there for the prasadam. Poor fellow didn't get in front of the queue. He was just in front of me. You could see the samosas were going down, down. The donuts were going down, down, down. Everything. The fancy ones, it was just like rice. We used to have dal, but the dal was fantastic on Sunday. It was always fantastic. And sabjis and things were there, but like the specialities were all going down, and he was getting really irritated. Really irritated. And then when he finally got, he was like 2 in front of me or something, he finally got there was no samosas, there was no sweet balls, there was no gulabs. Like that, the main things which he really, really liked were not there. He got quite irritated. And he did 3 or 4 servers, he said, "This is not fair, why haven't I got a gulab or samosa?" And the server said, "Trinada, peace. Be humble, Prabhu. This is not fair, what you talk. I bet you've got one, haven't you? Mind your own business." The servers would keep the prasad underneath boxes behind them so no one would see what they got. And this devotee just kind of jumped over the table, kicked the box up. There were 4 samosas on his plate. "Give me one! No! No! Yes! Give me a samosa! Give me a gulab!" Said, "Keep your hands off of it." "I'm not going to keep my hands off it." "Yeah, keep your hands off. I'll keep my hands off. I'm going to give you my hands." And they started punching each other, rolling around on the prasadam room floor. Wow, this is quite something. For a Sunday feast, We think it's extraordinary now. We hope you don't imitate this, by the way, today. I haven't seen anything of the sort since then, And, it was quite a display. Anyway.
Part 2, Maharaj.
Huh? Part 2. Part 2. Hare Krishna. Anyway, what to do last night? Hare Krishna. So be humble and tolerant. If you don't get your samosa, Hare Krishna. Oh, one more rap. Wrap it up, okay?
Yes.
Come on, wrap it up. Where's the rap man? He did 3 raps already, they were great, but he had a brain fag in the middle of one of them.
This is the mic. This is the mic.
Grand finale.
Some of the Yasa Puja offering for Maharaj. Rasikananda Prabhu said I had to rap. Maharaj yesterday said I had to rap. If I go in the front, then I'm going to be in front of the speaker. I'll squeal. Okay.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Sponsored by HDMI Disconnected. It's nice that you got a photo of Maharaj rescuing my spiritual life up here on a picture of Maharaj. rescuing my spiritual.
You've never read Chaitanya Charitamrita?
I haven't.
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Hare Krishna. Okay. Dear Gurudev, your determination is never shook. To save the France Yatra is the challenge which you took. To make sure everyone you meet on the street will get a book. You love to serve out prasadam, and when it's finished, you would cook. If devotees were sick, you would deliver it to their home. New Zealand temple. If devotees were sick, you would deliver it to their home. To serve you in separation means I never feel alone. You inspire us all with the words you wrote in your poem, to go out and find people who don't know Krishna and just to show them. Because there's an emergency, so there's urgency. Now the fire of Maya is burning us to the 3rd degree. I am a fool concerned with that which burdens me. You lead by example and serve Prabhupada perfectly. We have to follow. Realization comes through application. You told me not to be too hard on myself, which led to my bad habits breaking. Both your classes and your kirtans are completely captivating. I pray that more conditioned souls have your real compassion. Save them. Years ago, you told me that feet are very important. You keep me going forward on the days when it seems even better to forfeit. You're serving out Prabhupada's books for hours, even when you're exhausted. Your endless mercy extends towards the unfortunate and the tortured. The enthusiasm that you share is quite rare and lively. Despite where the fright, scares, or nightmares we might see. When I go out chanting and do books, I know you're right there beside me, on the battlefield to keep fighting until the life's breath inside leaves. You're my one and only Ashraya. To fulfill your message I aspire, but now I'm completely in Maya, overwhelmed by material desire. You inspire me to distribute books and get a higher score. You've selflessly dedicated your life to rescuing New Mayapur. Dear Gurudev, it is clear you attempt with sincere true intent just to serve Prabhupada. And when earth's troubles start to assert struggles hard, you observe up the path as you steer moves ahead. Persevere to progress through severe gloom and stress. The words I hear you express, work to serve Prabhupada. Your concerned, loving heart, so determined you are to return us at last, but so austere is the test. All these tears that are shed from this material dread disappear when we tread forth to serve Prabhupada. You're the first in the charge as you urge us to march and burn the karma of past curses. You fearlessly step. I'm so deeply indebted that you appeared in the flesh to give experience lessons how to serve Prabhupada. Last year you accepted me and now I am your accessory. Please use me as necessary to serve Prabhupada. Janananda Maharaj ki.
So thank you so much, everyone. We're basically at the end time. I'm sorry that we haven't managed to include other offerings so far, but I guess this is officially the end of the festival, as was planned and
No
advertised.
prasadam today. I'm out of here quick. Before you digest that.
Sorry, of course, including lunch today. Many of us are leaving after lunch, so to those who are leaving, thank you so much for coming and being part of the festival and giving your association. Those of us who are still here afterwards, then possibly we can organize some kirtan or some Sangha, some association with disciples could share some realizations or offerings.
Go on Sankirtan, it's all bliss and ecstasy. Just take the drum and beat it like this.
Plan has changed.
So what we got for lunch today? Rice, dal and chapatis?
She actually made gnocchi.
Huh?
She made gnocchi.
What?
You know what she made for the marathons? She made it many times.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3 times. And so funny.
Hare Krishna, thanks so much. So, see if this. Yeah?
I just wanted to ask if devotees can take the pillows, put them back in the temple room, and then we can.
Do they not use them for prasadam when they sit down on the floor?
I don't know the document actually.
If you can do without them, it's better because otherwise I get dirty. You really need it.
And thank you to the new Mayapur management team for this wonderful organization and for allowing all the soldiers to come in Paris to help in the marathon. Thank you so much.
Thanks to everyone. Thanks to Rashid and also for behind the scenes trying to coordinate things.
Take the wing. You need it. You need to cover up your hair.